It seemed to rain for days. I guess our hearts were pouring. We didn't keep the scores. This game we played, it ain't rewarding. It's like we changed our names, and that's the reason we ignoring. We highly flammable. I guess we didn't read the warnings. So use with caution. Cause girl, we awesome. We gotta cherish this. It doesn't come along that often. Just stay for summer, guarantee you'll still be here in autumn. The love I got for you will never ever go to auction. I can't live with or without you. We could be dying if our hearts beat too slow. 100 reasons I can think to be with you. So if we're drowning, let our love keep us afloat.
If we're gonna leave this ship, we're gonna have to sink or swim. Take my hand and dive in. I'll never let you go again. If we're gonna leave this ship, gonna have to sink or swim. Take my hand and dive in. I'll never let you go again. I'll never let you, never let you, never let you. I'll never let you, never let you. Gonna have to sink or swim. I'll never let you, never let you, never let you. I'll never let you, never gonna have to sink or swim. Don't let me go, don't let me go, let me go under.
Don't let me go, don't let me go, don't let me go.
I'll never let you, never let you go.
If we're gonna leave this ship, we're gonna have to sink or swim. Take my hand and dive in. I'll never let you go again.
I'll never let you, never let you, never let you. I'll never let you, never let you. Gonna have to sink or swim. I'll never let you, never let you, never let you. I'll never let you, never let you. Gonna have to sink or swim.
Same old story. Same old story.
I'm gonna walk away from you. I'm gonna walk away from you. I'm gonna walk away from you now. I'm gonna walk away from you, away from you, away from you.
Same old story every day. Bada bang bang bang, the rich are getting rich in every way. Well, the same old story every day. It's the poor man are suffering every way. Well, too much inequity, I say. And too much inequity, I say. You hear? Too much of wickedness, I pray. Well.
Good morning. This table is from a report in Times of India, and that India's central bank is selling U.S. Treasury bonds and buying gold instead. From June of last year to this June, India sold $14 billion worth of Treasury bonds. What we're going to look at today is the other countries on this chart. The ones that are closer to China, diplomatically, are all selling Treasuries. We've talked about China selling U.S. government bonds before, but now they have company. India down, Brazil down, Saudi down. India is a major seller, even though India runs large trade surpluses with the United States. The U.S. trade deficit with India is the 10th largest of all the trading partners, and that is growing over time. It is only in very recent years that this is even possible. This chart here is in all the macroeconomics textbooks across the world and explains balance of payments. Trade.
All right, everybody, who's ready for a little bit of prove me wrong disagreement? And I brought Vivek Ramaswamy, everybody.
Big fans. You're Vivek, who ran for president, right?
That's
Ramaswamy. Oh, that's just great. I've got a question that I think has been on everybody's minds a lot. I really speak for the people here. I just want to say, like, what do y'all think? Unlimited bacon or no games, or unlimited games, no games, but no games?
All right, next question.
Next,
Trolls will not be tolerated. Thank you very much. You know,
I'm sorry. I'm really nervous.
Thanks.
I'm really nervous.
Yeah, that's great. Thank
All
you.
right, have a good one. Can I have a hat?
Nope.
Very advanced.
Thank you.
Charlie, you've stated that you're not into criminalizing the mother for an abortion. Why is that? Like, how can we make a law that has no consequences?
Well, there's two parts of this, right? The first of which is no person should advocate for retroactive enforcement of something legal to then make illegal. We can agree with that, right?
Right.
No matter what the law is, you cannot claw back. For example, if all of a sudden the government says you can't have a public assembly like
counting gang violence. Great.
Oh my God. Wait, Cody, go, run.
Counting or not counting gang violence. Great.
Oh my God. Wait, Cody, go, run.
Germany, or to those who speak German and from Germany, Deutschland. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. I'm American. We call it Germany. 7 candidates have died on the eve of their election, and ain't nobody believed this is a coincidence. Now, the BBC calls it Germany's far right, but guess what? Even NBC News says it is the top polling party in Germany. So let me say it like this. There is a right populist political party in Germany. They are the biggest they're the top pollers, meaning that's the plurality. That is the sentiment of the people. 7 of their candidates have died mysteriously, several without known cause. Now, the party itself, one of the individuals in the party has said there's no way. It's statistically impossible. And as such, the belief is, my friends, someone is assassinating right populist German candidates. You see, these are people who are in favor of nationalist policy. They oppose mass migration.
10 opposition leaders dead ahead of German elections, 7 from the far-right AfD, others from across the spectrum, sparking a storm of conspiracy theories, suspicion, and political tension. Authorities insist the deaths are natural, statisticians call it almost impossible, and the country's most controversial party, already branded extremist, demands answers as polls approach. Is this coincidence, cover-up, or crisis in Europe's industrial heartland?
We now have a situation where, as I indicated a minute ago,
we'll continue to look at this issue. As I said, I think many Victorians in the F word.
Yes, probably.
Do you feel that strongly that you had to use that word?
I cannot tell you how frustrated, disappointed I am at where we find Victoria today. I mean, we have so many things going for us as a state and as a country, and yet we are financially going down the gurgler very quickly, which is affecting all of our services. But worse, we've now got this lack of focus on actually addressing this lawlessness, which has almost become a competition between some of our young today, at great personal risk and price to people. So am I frustrated? Yes. Should I have used the word? Probably not. But no, I shouldn't have used the word.
You and I are both old enough to remember a campaigning Herald Sun, and you were in opposition, and Joan Kerner was the Premier. I think they ran a black front page, basically spelt the end of Labor. This, I think, is Labor's ground zero on crime. You are most concerned about that. You talk in that interview about being afraid of your own safety, afraid safety of your grandchildren. I feel exactly the same way. How the hell has the beautiful city of Melbourne, once the most livable in the world, got to this point?
I think, without being overly political, it's because those we've given the opportunity and responsibility to look after our affairs, particularly our safety, have simply not done so. And so we now have a situation where, as I indicated a minute ago, in many ways it's become a competition between these young people out there, part of which I blame on COVID, disruption to education. You've seen the scores at schools, men down, lower than ever before. Men, young boys, frustrated, no good at employment, out there trying to prove themselves. And it's getting worse. And sadly, the government doesn't seem to care. Now, just think about it for a moment. 3 or 4 ingredients. You need a good government focused on your and my safety and our children. You need a police force that has the manpower and the powers. You need legislation to make sure that the judiciary understand what the options are and their freedom of choice and interpretation is limited. Right now, we have a situation where our police force is technically 2,000 under manpower strength, 1,000 less people and the other 1,000 on sick leave, etc., with another 700 potentially to go before Christmas. The laws do not allow, current laws do not allow there to be a strict guidance for those magistrates and others, and there should be.
Has the judiciary been politicised?
Oh, it may be, it may.
Anderson, Bennett, Blake, Chapman, Hook, Davey, Ellingworth, Griffiths, Hall, Jones, Kilpatrick, Lawson, Mills, Nelson. These are the names, some of the men that died, that came from Box Hill. Their memorial is not 1 kilometre from this building. As you can see, Box Hill Police Station. Yesterday, the pink pigs inside this building.
Protest for 2 reasons. First is because there were early reports that 4 Japanese cities were being given to African nations, but the government clarified that this was just a cultural exchange program, not for immigration. The second one is real though. Japan is planning to bring in 500,000 Indian workers by 2030. Japan's population is aging fast, so they need some level of immigration for labor shortages, but many say this is too much and would change the culture fundamentally. But what do you think? Where should the line be drawn on immigration? Japan is exploding right now with anti-immigration protests.
And felt a chill go through them. I think that there will be a lot of people who heard your plan to deport 600,000 people and felt a chill go through them. Because how on earth do you establish who the 600,000 are that you're going to deport over the course of a parliament? We've seen over in the States, and I know that you sort of compare this policy to Trump, people get caught up in it. We know that governments mistake who's here legally and illegally. We've seen this in the Windrush scandal. So without a digital ID and without people having...
Members of the World Health Organization have voted in favor of a landmark global pandemic agreement. The agreement includes how to prepare for future pandemics following the COVID-19 outbreak. 124 countries voted in favor. This pact ensures vaccines, drugs, and therapeutics are globally accessible for the next possible outbreak. No one voted against it, but 11 countries did abstain, including Poland, Israel, and Italy.
24 votes If in 20 years, Canada formed a military alliance with China and invited China to put military forces in Canada, what do you think the United States would do? I guarantee you the United States would behave towards Canada in very similar ways to how Russia is behaving towards Ukraine. You might not like this, but this is the way the world works. And I believe.
Mark, let me ask you a question. What's your take on whether we should be sending money to Ukraine or not? Were you in favor of that?
Man, they need it.
I mean, honestly, I don't have a good answer. You know, I can make an argument both ways, and half my family is Ukrainian from my grandparents. And so, you know, personally, I think we should help, but I don't have a studied answer for you.
How much money have you sent to Ukraine?
None.
Oh, so what do you mean by we? You're the one whose family's from Ukraine. Like, why don't you send them $1 billion?
Because I'm trying to fix healthcare.
Well, why don't you fix their healthcare if you're like so deep? If you think we need to help, why don't you start? How about you first? Yeah. I notice that's never like even an option for anybody. It's like, we need to help. That's not what charity is. Forcing other people to help is not charity.
Here's the good
vanity.
News from the Middle East, where tensions have risen after Israel launched an airstrike against Hamas leadership in Qatar.
Let's go live to 9 correspondent Jonathan Kersley. Jonathan, there's been international condemnation of the attack.
Carl, there has, from Qatar itself, from Britain, from France, from Arab nations in the Middle East, from Turkey too. This was after Israel declared it had launched a strike targeting Hamas leadership inside Doha, the Qatari capital, just a matter of hours ago.
Good morning, citizens of Ireland. I'm here today outside the office of the Taoiseach and Taoiseach, where we are over 200 days into the formation of current government. In these times, this government has cost us our peace of mind, our security, our hope for the future, and the general well-being of Irish citizens nationwide has decreased dramatically, whereby we have seen the homelessness of Irish children risen to levels unprecedented, proving this government's refusal to abide by and respect our proclamation, and where all children of Ireland are to be cherished. Instead, our children abandoned. This incompetent failure of future generations has been accompanied with an intense influx of mass migration into an already severed system. Our tourism has sharply declined, while danger on our streets has risen. Ireland, as a master of martial combat, a solution-driven man, you will hear me speak on a problem but once, then it is action towards solution. I urge all our citizens to be of the same. Today, Ireland, I am outside these gates of these appointed officials, but as your head of state, you empower me to enter these buildings on your behalf. A president face to face with government officials with only one priority: to ensure that the country our founding fathers gave their life for is strictly adhered to.
Now, if I'm your Prime Minister, the flights will go to Rwanda, people will be removed, yes they will, or with Keir Starmer, they're all going to be released, all the people we've detained, and they will be out on the streets. If I'm not your Prime Minister, every pensioner is going to be paying a retirement tax for the first time in this country's history. That won't happen if I'm your Prime Minister. If I'm not your Prime Minister, you're all going to be paying thousands of pounds to upgrade your home. Change your car, because Keir Starmer's going to reverse all the changes I made. Those illegal migrants will not be on planes to Rwanda. They will be out on our streets putting pressure on public services. And by the way, I can tell you now, they are queuing up in Calais, waiting for a Starmer government so they can come here and stay here. Now, if I'm your Prime Minister...
The next pandemic could emerge from anywhere at any time. It might be caused by a virus we know well, or it could be something entirely novel, what scientists call pathogen X. This is why we must expand research to use prototype pathogens to help us understand how entire groups of related pathogens behave, spread, and might be controlled. It's also important to develop geographically diverse, collaborative research that engages scientists from every corner of the world. At the World Health Assembly this year, the nations of the world adopted the WHO Pandemic Agreement, a historic instrument of international law to make the world safer from pandemics. The agreement includes binding commitments to build, strengthen, and sustain geographically diverse capacities and institutions for research and development, and to improve equitable access to vaccines and other medical countermeasures. Around the world, WHO is working to foster collaborative open research consortiums.
Yeah. So what if the guy threw a shoe at me? No, I consider it an important step on the road toward an Iraq that can sustain itself, govern itself, and defend itself. But let me talk about the guy throwing the shoe.
I've noticed you around. I find you very attractive. Would you, I find you very attractive. Would you go to bed with me?
Yes you will. What you want, the red or blue pill? Why don't you take both steals to deal? 2 for 1 but twice to feel like. Hey, look at my sex appeal. My attitude, I'm a demeanor. You're worth every cent of me. It's if I breath away, but I don't need to breathe it like. I know I can do it all night. Long and even say the sunlight. Comes. Whatever happens is between you and I am both my thighs. There's no need to get sentimental. We got some chemistry, let's get experimental. Put me on your lips, suck me like a menthol, make me lose my mind. Make me lose my mind.
Would you go to bed with me?
Make me lose my mind. Make me lose my. Don't make me lose my
mind. Would you go to bed with me?
There's no need to get sentimental. We got some chemistry, let's get experimental. Put me on your lips, suck me like a menthol, make me lose my mind. Will you go to bed with me?
I've noticed you around.
What if I say please?
Would you go to bed with me?
Yes. Would you go to bed with me? You know, little CB. Would you go to bed with me? I'm in a room full of mirrors, looking at the people that I could have been. Waiting for the sirens to come. Waiting for the sirens to come. I gotta kill these visions to stop me feeling like I'm in the wrong skin. So I'm waiting for the sirens to come. Waiting for the sirens to come. In my head, in my chest, I know me best, and I'm thinking about you. Always thinking about you. And it's not what I planned, and I don't understand why I'm thinking about you. So I'ma turn the lights out so no one sees my tears run. Yeah, I'ma turn the lights out and hide my reflection. I pray for when it gets too close to the sun. All open to the ground, the world will be up. I'ma turn the lights out so no one sees my tears run. Sees my tears run. Sees my tears run. No one sees my tears run. I don't know where to go at the crossroads. I'm at a fork in the road. I'm at a crossroads. The grass ain't always greener. Am I just a dreamer who wants too much? Why is it never enough? Yeah, why is it never enough? Well, who's the car dealer? 'Cause I placed my bets before I even looked. And why was I in such a rush? Locking in a stranger's love. In my head, in my chest, I know me best, and I'm thinking about you. Always thinking about you. And it's not what I planned, and I don't understand why I'm thinking about you. So I'ma turn the lights out so no one sees my tears run. Yeah, I'ma turn the lights out and hide my reflection. I pray for when it gets too close to the sun. All open to the ground, the world will be up. I'ma turn the lights out so no one sees my tears run. Sees my tears run. Sees my tears run. No one sees my tears run. The crossroads. I'm at a fork in the road. I'm at a crossroads. We've all got our remedies when your head gets too full of memories. You been losing your way again. The whites of your eyes don't seem the same. You've been taking it further than anyone. The look in your eyes says you're nearly gone. But how can I leave in case you don't come home? In case you don't come home. Too many late nights, passing the same lines, looking for friends in places they don't hide. Working your way through another one, looking for comfort but getting none. I wanna know where you've really gone. You've been taking it further than anyone. You tell me you got this, but I miss the way you were. You've been spending too much time strung out and giving up. So I'll never leave in case you make it out. Remedies, we forgot our remedies. When your head gets too full of memories. Oh, you've been losing your way again. The whites of your eyes don't seem the same. You've been taking it further than anyone. It's the heat in your voice that says you gotta run. You don't wanna go. It's gonna break you if you don't. Remedies, too many late nights, passing the same lines, looking for friends in places they don't hide. Working your way through another one, looking for comfort but getting none. I wanna know where you've really gone. You've been taking it further than anyone. You tell me you got this, but I miss the way you were. Ooh. Remedies. I don't need to call you. I know where you'll be every time you leave. I'm not trying to change you. I just want you to see that I miss the way you feel. We've all got our remedies. When your head gets too full of memories. You've been losing your way again. The whites of your eyes don't seem the same. Remedies, too many late nights, passing the same lines, looking for friends in places they don't hide. Working your way through another one, looking for comfort but getting none. I wanna know where you've really gone. You've been taking it further than anyone. You tell me you got this, but I miss the way you were. Oh. Remedies.